Hey guys, so it has been some time since I do a weight loss video, and I know most of my weight loss video is really long. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to make a few short tips that you can use in your weight loss. So it's just I'm going to give it in a pointer form. So let me know in the comment below if you want me to do a video which you want for me to give you more details about the point that I make. So without further ado, I'm just going to give you a few of the pointers for weight loss. Alright, so the first weight loss tip is to drink a glass of water before you eat any meal. I mean, this will help you feel fuller faster, not only to feel fuller faster when you eat, but it also tell you where to stop, because you technically will only feel full after 20 minutes after you eat. So you tend to eat a little too much. So by drinking a glass of water before you eat, it will actually tell you where to stop. So it's that sort of a thing that will help you to control. Okay, and tip number 2, try to load on your protein like fish and chicken, and try not to eat too much carbs. And for myself, I don't even eat carb in the morning or at night. In the morning, I normally drink Herbalife. So during lunch, I will have a healthier carbs like wholemeal bread or brown rice, and at night I won't eat any carbs. So try to load on the protein and vegetable and minimize the amount of carbs. Tip number 3, eat at least 30 to 50 grams of fibers every day. I mean, that's not only good for yourself because it has nutrient and all the fiber, but it will actually help in your digestion. So without doubt, you will always go to the bathroom and do your job in the morning. So it will help you feel more cleansed and more light as you go on with your healthy lifestyle. So that's tip number 3. Right, so tip number 4, not only that you have to load on the protein and vegetable, but you still have to eat some fruits, because fruits is really good. It has a lot of vitamin and fiber, but after all, you still have to limit the amount of fruits that you eat, because it's still sugar and it still has a lot of calories. So not only you have to limit your fruit, you also have to choose the right type of fruit, as in you cannot eat a lot of durian or grapes or mangosteen. That's a whole lot of sugar. So a good type of fruits would be kiwis or apple and whatnot. You just have to do your homework and see which fruit is best. Alright, so tip number 5, I think everyone should learn how to read food label in the supermarket. The basic one is to read the amount of calories per serving. There's kj and kcal type of thing, and you have to know how to convert it. And also another thing that you perhaps want to take note is the fat content, sodium and sugar. I mean, there's this one time where I feel really fat, I just look at the mirror and oh my god, I feel so fat. And it's actually not because I gained weight or anything, it's because I've been eating a lot of salty food, which made me feel really bloated up. So from then on, whenever I buy some food, I will look at the sodium content. If it's too high, I will pass on it. So yeah, you should learn how to read food label to know what food you actually put inside your body. So that's tip number 5. Tip number 6 is that you should stop guessing your food portion. I mean, I always tell people that you should keep a food diary, and the first question is the most famous question that they will ask me is, how do you know that that portion is that amount of calories? I think that's the most common one, because it's kind of obvious that butter has more calories than rice, just something like that. So they will ask me how you know that portion is that portion. So I guess for the first part of food diary, it may be quite tedious. You have to weigh the amount of food that you have, and then and then you read the food label, and then you match it and to see how much calorie. But it will eventually come to you, trust me. You can gauge, okay, this amount of rice or this amount of fruit is how much calories. So the first part of it is quite tedious, but eventually it will get into you. And also, there's a website which shows you what does 200 calories looks like, which I'm going to link down below, and I think it's really informative also. And so that's tip number 6. And the next tip is not to put too much sweetener in your food. And this also means artificial sweetener, but I have to admit, me myself also use stevia sometimes. But what I'm trying to say is don't use too much of it. So even for my savory food, I don't put too much salt in it, but what I do, I put more herbs for it to have a little bit more taste. So that's that. Another thing is actually to have a vegetarian day. Maybe for me, I'm vegetarian most of the time, except when I'm in school, because basically my family is vegetarian. So maybe it'll be good for you guys to have a vegetarian day, and you realize that not eating meat, especially red meat, will make you feel so much better and less aggressive. So make a 1-day vegetarian day of the week. And the next tip is not to eat fast food. Perhaps I eat like fast food 5 times a year when I don't have a choice, but other than that I don't eat fast food. Another thing that you should get rid of is like too much processed food, like processed hot dog and stuff. I mean, what is best is to eat real food, real whole food in your kitchen. So yeah, so that's that. And the next tip is also to eat more at home, because there's nothing better than home cooked meal, because you'll never know what they like add on inside restaurant. Like for example, a tablespoon of butter, that's easily just like 100 calories, and or like so much salt, or they will put in so much salt which will make you feel bloated up. And the next thing is to actually go to bed hungry. And I mean, that is the tip that really helps me to keep me in the bed, wake up early, have a light first breakfast, exercise, and then I'll have a proper breakfast after exercise. So that's really important. And moving on is actually all about exercise. I think I'm someone who always encourage people to go to the gym or exercise every single day, but myself actually only exercise 3 to 4 times a week. So 3 to 4 times I will exercise around 1 to 1.5 hours. If I were to exercise every day, I'll exercise for about 45 minutes. But what is important is to get your body moving, and you really need to exercise. So that's that. And next tip is to actually, I know a lot of you girls actually scared that you'll get toned up, get your muscle up, and you end up only doing cardio. But what's important is actually to do both strength and cardio at the same time, because you don't want those loose skin, don't you? Alright, and the next tip is actually to sleep well. Sleep well is really important, and I think that's what like give me the energy to like keep on losing weight and whatnot. And last but not least is actually to love your body in the process of losing weight. I know when you're losing weight, you feel really unhappy in this skin that you have, and you just want to get rid of your excess fat. But what I'm suggesting to you is also to love your body. Get yourself a moisturizer, or like scrub, and then scrub your body, and be thankful that God has given you this beautiful body with a lot of potential. And on that last note, I just want to tell you that every one of you are beautiful and have the potential to be beautiful. Like, I think everyone deserves to be loved, and what is best to live healthily and happy. And I've already also mentioned about this beauty perception in society nowadays on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, which I'm going to link down below if you guys want to read it up. So that's all about the video today. It's a really quick weight loss type of tips, and I hope this is really comprehensive and useful for you guys who are doing your weight loss journey and healthy life journey. So that's all about the video today. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.